What is going on, people? Sorry, had to make sure I'm in the right gear there, right? Alright. So today is Wednesday, I don't know, what, like May 7th, I think? Whatever. See, Cinco de Mayo is Saturday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's the 9th. So anyway, so far we are in a big old rain out today. And it's only 8:45 in the morning, but it has been raining all night. I actually sat out in the rain last night so I could listen to a thunderstorm and watch lightning, because those are not huge occurrences here, and it wasn't a big one. I mean, we had some pretty good flashes, but it was more of just rolling thunder. But still, it was really, really warm outside while it was raining, so I had me a midweek beer, popped a couple beers open, sat out in the under the pergola and threw a hoodie on so I didn't get completely soaked, and I drank beer and sat in the rain, which is what I enjoy to do when there is that type of weather. I mean, it was really warm, so it was pretty awesome. Anyway, that being said, and I know I've done videos, everybody does videos on what they do on the rain days. One thing got me thinking, and I hear a lot on YouTube that you can't have processes in place for, stuff for Mother Nature. And you guys that watch a lot of YouTube probably know one of the bigger channels that say that. And I love the guy to death. I love his videos. However, I disagree with not having a process for rain days. Because this video is going to be some babble. It's going to be some shop work. So one of the babbles I have is about processes. You probably have process in place already for rain days and you don't even realize it. A lot of people have a process in order. And all a process is, guys, is something you do when there's an event. It doesn't stop the event from happening. It's what you do to that event. It's not there's a difference in reacting with oh shit and having something in place so there isn't an oh shit. I mean, rain's going to happen. You can't stop the rain. If you have a process for that, I would be all about hearing it. I am so lost right now. However, that being said, other than me being lost, I'm going to sit here and talk to myself as I try to talk to you. So my process, we'll just do this real quick. This is my process for dealing with a rain day. So if I were to have someone working in the office, doing scheduling, handling routes, and I had to tell them what to do for a rain day. If I had to have it on a notebook or a spread or whatever, everywhere how you're going to do your SOPs for your company. My process for a rain day would be as follows: 7:30 in the morning. They would open up, they would come into work, and they would see that it's raining. Obviously, your clerk or secretary or rant. Okay, 7:30 in the morning. It's raining. It's been raining all night. You know the lawns. My SOP is it's too wet to mow. They're going to, right now, it's only me, so it isn't call a crew. However, they would set the guys back. Guys, whatever I have, they'd be set back 2 hours. Okay? So your 7 o'clock start time or 7:30 start time, whatever that is. I don't start mowing. I hit the lawns at 8. I pull out of my driveway between 7:30 and 8, depending on where I have to go, and I hit my first lawn at 8 a.m. I don't like mowing before that. I can mow at 7:30. I normally don't, unless something oddball's going on. I just think it's too early, guys. It is what it is. That's not a. If you mow at 7:30, I mean, my neighbor gets his grass mowed at 7:30. It doesn't wake me up because I'm already up. I don't like being on the lawns at 7:30 because I like a little bit of coffee. So anyway, wow, I'm all over the place today with the babble. So they would call off the guys 2 hours. They would go on to the schedule, and the first 4 clients, they would send an email. The email, or call, or text, or ever how it's set up, that client wants to be contacted for stuff like rain days or whatever. Did I not? I think I just blew through a stop sign. The first 4 customers would be contacted with an email that would say something to the effect of, hey, we're having a rain delay today. We may or may not be able to get to your lawn. If we do not get to your lawn, we can either, 1, get you in where we can by the end of the week and get you taken care of, or 2, skip it for the week. However, or ever how you want to word this, if we do get it later in the week, we will pick up on regular schedules next week. So say they wanted mowed this week, they cannot take a skip, and you mowed them on Friday. They're going to get picked right back up on Wednesday, whether it needs it's cut low or not. I don't get into that stepping them back stuff. If you're a Wednesday mow and you want mowed on a Friday, you're still going to be a Wednesday mow the next week. And you got to communicate all this stuff to your customers. Some like it, some don't. Some will not go with you because of this. I find my experience, very rarely have I had to mow on a different day. Usually they're like, because I don't upcharge for the next week of it being extra tall grass. There's no kind of, hey, I skipped you last week and I'm going to charge you double next week because it rained. I don't do that. It's not their fault it rained. It's not their fault I couldn't mow. It's not their fault, whatever. So it's just a regular mow charge. It's just a little more grass for me to deal with the following week. Let's see. Where else we're going to go for that? So that was the 7:30 in the email. So 10 o'clock rolls around. Okay, the guys have came in at 9:30. And even if it's a full-out rain day, right now, the guy that I would have as a helper, as a part-time helper, is going to come in. You're going to get 4 hours of work out of me regardless. If it's a full-on rain day, I'm not going to totally screw the employee over and say, hey, you're taking the day off. You're going to come in, we're going to do something for 4 hours. It's probably going to be break all the equipment apart. We're going to do see, there's a guy weed eating right now. Granted, that's a commercial property. He is freaking soaked, mowing or weed eating, and I should have showed that. Oh man, I almost want to drive back and video him weed eating. There's water flying in the air off of his trimmer. That's all it is water. You don't see any grass. It's water. Sorry. Never mind. So 9:30 or 10 o'clock, the ever who's in charge of the scheduling, whether it be me or if I have somebody else doing it, if it's still raining, next four customers on the list get the same contact. The guys are already in the shop, so they came in, they got called off 2 hours, so they're coming in at 9:30. So you got your guys till 1:30, 4 hours of work. Okay, during this rain, you already know you can do fertilizing. You're not going to be able to do any spraying, but I'm a granular fert guy. You can go out and granular fert in the rain. It's fine. You can go out and do your sprinkler repairs in the rain. That's fine. You're going to get wet anyway. Matter of fact, digging up the ground is a little easier. All the equipment maintenance is going to be able to get done. Any kind of errands or stuff, you can get stuff done. You got 4 hours of use out of your guys. Freaking put them to use. Or you can give them the option. If you know you're coming up on that, you can give them the option when they get there before they clock in. You can be like, hey, we're probably looking at 4 hours of shop time today. Up to you. You know, that's my personal preference on how I'm going to run it. I know it's all about making money, but it's all also about keeping good employees. And if you have good employees, you don't want to hose their family over. So at 10 o'clock, the next 4 go out. So there's 8 of your day done, or 8 of your day in the air. 2 hours after that, you got noon rolls around. If it's still raining at noon, the day's done. You've only got your guys on for an hour and a half after that anyway. By then, you already know what they're either out on the street rolling with fertilizing and sprinkler repairs, or the equipment's all done, clean, trucks are clean, shop's clean. All that stuff's done. Any kind of training, any kind of whatever needs to be done with the guys, you can get all that knocked out of the way. You know, say you got training coming up, which I'm getting into. I'm figuring out a training schedule this year for my helper. It's going to be regular. Learn how to do this, learn how to do that, blah 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 blah. I'll show you guys something I'm using for sprinkler repair. I'm setting up a sprinkler repair station. It's going to be kind of cool once I get it together. I think it's going to have a working valve, working water, and I'll be able to walk up to it with a hammer and bust it right there, and they have to fix it. Replace valves, whatever. Anyway, I think it'd be a pretty cool deal. So there we go. By noon, then you send out the same email again to the rest of the customers, whether that be one or, hey, we're a total rain out today. It's still raining. The lawns are saturated. I'd rather skip the day, not charge you, than rut your lawn. I hate a rutted lawn. I hate to mow a rutted lawn. I don't want the customer to see a rutted lawn. So there we go. By noon, it's a total rain out. Like right now, it's 9 o'clock. I've already emailed my first 4. It's 9 o'clock. I don't have anybody. I don't have a part-timer working with me yet. So it's just me. So there's no crew to worry about right now. I just went by, did a drive-by a property. I'm going to go check my mail. And then I've already got the equipment off the trailer and in the garage, so it's dry. We're going to do some work on the 50 today. I ordered an advanced, what is it called? The advanced chute system. Listen to that. And that's not because I'm driving faster. It just started raining hard. Ah! So yeah, today's probably a full-on rain out. Which sucks because Wednesdays is a rough freaking day for me. I have one lawn I ride, and the rest of them are push, and they are a bitch. Wednesdays is a hard day. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm going to go check mail, see if anything came in. I try to only check mail twice a week. Tuesday, Wednesday evening, and Saturday morning. Obviously, it's going to be a Wednesday morning and Saturday morning this week. Anyway, that's what's going on. That's my process for dealing with a rain day. And like I said, guys, you can have processes. I know a lot of people say you can't. That is my process for dealing with the rain. It's not an oh shit. It's actually laid out. You know, like I said, I know I got off track and we did a lot of babble, rant, whatever in between those. But it's laid out. 7:30, you got your guys and your customers covered. 10 o'clock, you got your customers covered. You know what work you can get the guys rolling on. Noon, you know what you're doing with what's left of the customers the rest of your day. Do what you got to do. Like I said, I know a lot of places deal with pretty regular rain, and I don't have a process. Damn it, I don't need this. Well, I can get back over it. I don't have a regular process for if I were to have to deal with regular rain, I guess. I don't know. Because I don't have to deal with it. Like I said, today's May 9th. This is only the third, and actually it's only 2.5 rain days of the year. I think my last rain day was a Wednesday. It seems Wednesdays is always a rain day. I think all three of them have been Wednesdays. No, I think the first one was Thursday. Anyway, that first or the last rain day, I actually got out and did the last half of my day. But I did the same process. I hit the last 4 up, informed them, then I made a decision later on. That can be put in a handbook to where anybody can follow it. Anybody can make that decision, and it would be the right decision. We know what's too much rain. If somebody didn't know, I do have a little process of look out at the concrete. If the concrete pad is dry, then it's not raining. Even if it has dry patches, it's not raining too hard. You can mow. It's just the way I gauge it in my town. If so I have a little sport court in my back lawn, backyard, whatever. If the concrete pad has dry patches, I'm a mowing. If it's totally saturated and puddled like it is right now, I'm not a mowing. Here's a jackass doing something weird in the parking lot.
Oh, look at their smoke.
I got some money in the mail. I don't even know why I turned the video back on. I'm in a babble mood, guys. It's raining. You got shit to do today other than play with equipment. 9 o'clock, I can already tell by the way it's raining that, and there's no wind blowing. Usually when the wind's blowing, I know the storm's gonna roll out and I'll be mowing by afternoon. Plus when the wind is blowing, it makes it easier to get out because it'll dry the grass up a lot faster. But today is just there's no wind. So this low pressure system is just gonna set here on us. I'm gonna pull out in front of this car because, you know, that's what, I didn't time the mower in. Damn it. Sorry. Didn't time my mower in. Now it's got me all thinking of that. Because every time I hit my brakes, it rolls forward. Every time I hit my gas, it rolls back. And that means it knocked over my fertilizer spreader, which I cracked the other day because I didn't tie it in and it fell over with a full bucket. So anyway, still on Wednesday, my big rain out day. I just finished a mow, a fert, heading to another mow, and that's all I'm going to do today. Even though it's only 1:30, that'll put me at about 2:30 after I get done with this next one, and then it's back to working on that advanced chute system. I'm probably going to edit out a lot of the stuff I just did on the videoing of it. It's not an install video because I'm having to figure all this out as I do it, and I got frustrated. Thought I was missing a bunch of parts. I kind of hopped on to the email and expressed my frustration with Ballard. However, Corey reached right back out to me, Corey Ballard with Ballard, I think it's Innovative Products. He reached right back out and gave me a link, which I didn't realize he had a link for an install video on his website which is 100 times better than the link you get in the instructions. The website you get in the instructions took me to Bad Boy's website, and that was a horrible install instruction set. Sorry, this person doesn't know how to wait their turn to pull out, I guess. Anyway, just want to give a little shout out to Corey and Ballard, Innovative Products. If I'm getting that wrong, I apologize. Corey reached right out to me, said, hey, you know, because he's not the one I had touched base with. That's not who I've been dealing with. And Corey Ballard is obviously the owner of Ballard Products. He reached right out to me, said, hey, check this link out. Make sure you use the spacers, you know, blah, 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 blah. Dude, I followed what he said, and I got it. It's almost working now. I've just got to deal with some little stuff. But anyway, I just want to say I got to mow some grass, and then we'll be back to that.
Yeah, we are in the place of yeah.